So these are runic inscriptions, and they tell us "Her hviler," which means "here rests," but there doesn't seem to be anything else behind it. And that's a question, which makes it a little bit exciting as well.
Magne, you work at the Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim in Norway.
That's right.
Can you please tell a little bit about this cathedral?
It's an old cathedral. It's what you could call the main cathedral of Norway. So historically, this used to be what they call the archdiocese, which basically means that the archbishop, who could be regarded as the leader of the church during the Middle Ages here in Norway, he was the one who ruled from the Nidaros Cathedral and Nidaros as a diocese.
When you say Middle Age, for people who doesn't know about the European Middle Age, which time are you talking about then?
Well, it's kind of different in Norway than it would be in Europe in general, because within the Middle Age we have the Viking Age. So this would be at the end of the Viking Age, at the start of the 11th century, and the church had an archdiocese here in Nidaros all the way until 1537.
Is making this cathedral special if you compare it with other cathedrals?
Well, many regard it as one of the most important pilgrimage sites during the Middle Ages. But what makes this cathedral unique, some believe it is because it is placed in Norway. It was the northernmost cathedral in the world, from what I've read in the Middle Ages. But furthermore, when it comes to Norway becoming Norway, this is perhaps the most central place you would look to learn about the history of Norway. So, for example, Christianity developed from here. The archbishop was the one who was tasked by the Pope to bring the Christian traditions they had in Middle Europe to Norway. And he controlled that from this exact spot with the Nidaros Cathedral and also the Archbishop's Palace next to the Nidaros Cathedral. So when it comes to Norwegian history, this became a focal point of the development of what you could call the nation of Norway. And it's
As a Christian nation.
As a Christian nation, exactly.
Yeah.
And then also Christianity in Norway, there were very central saints. And one of the most central saints in Scandinavia and Northern Europe as a whole was Saint Olav. So this became the burial church of Saint Olav. Saint Olav was originally a king in Norway. So at the end of the Viking Age, he was one of the kings that wanted to unite Norway and unite them within one religion, which would be Christianity. At the time, not all Norwegians were Christian. So he was one of the Viking kings who were renowned for trying to convert the Norwegian people. He later became a symbol after his death for the royal family. So he was the ancestor of the line of kings that would take over after him, and it was if they were related to Saint Olav, they could claim to have a stake as the king. And the relation that Saint Olav had to the royal family in Norway, he became this big symbol of the Norwegian crown, as well as a very important religious figure for Norway. As a consequence, this became a pilgrimage site for those who wanted to visit the grave of Saint Olav.
Is Saint Olav, is he buried here?
Well, the truth is we don't know. But we do have some scientists and some archaeologists who believe that he may be buried right at the end of the cathedral, beneath the ground somewhere. At least that is, as of today, our best guess.